James?
Yeah, I just had both my hands was full.
My bad, bro. My bad. How's your day been?
Good. Yeah. Got off work, tired.
Yeah, this is a tough question, man. It's like getting off work. Here's to the rest of your day being awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's an easy job though. When it's only hard when it gets like busy.
Yeah.
That's when I get under pressure. And then I work with all Mexicans. I'm the only black person, and they speak Spanish all day. So.
That's rough.
I've been there 6 months though.
You picking up any Spanish?
A little bit. I already knew a little bit of Spanish though.
All right. You ever been in one of these, like these Teslas?
Mm-hmm.
Have they been driving themselves for you?
Yeah, I had one driving itself, but this one driving itself?
Yeah, I haven't, since I picked you up, I haven't touched anything. So I was doing all the driving.
Are you making free money, basically?
Essentially. Because the cameras, I put it on YouTube as well. And I blur out all the customers. I just like hearing what they have to say, what they think about it. And the Uber drivers, they be like, I need that. And I'm like, yes, you do.
I like to be paranoid about Tesla driving itself.
I've been doing this for about 3 years. So in the beginning, my wife she was like, why are you using that? It's terrible. But now she's like, why are you driving? Turn that thing on. It drives better than you. So watching the progress from about 2.5 years ago, I wouldn't do Uber with it if I didn't think it was capable. Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt myself.
Or anybody else.
Well, first and foremost, me. But yeah, I wouldn't put you in danger, my guy. And if it is unsafe, I'm here. I'm responsible. So if, say this truck decides to hit this car, I guarantee you this thing will react better than I would in that situation, because I've already had it to where a passenger in the back seat, she was like, oh man, I'm glad that you avoided that car because that car was coming into our lane. And I was like, I didn't do that. I was just as scared as you, but the car made the maneuver and kept moving. No road rage, no nothing. It just did what it was supposed to do. Like right now, that was probably a weird maneuver it did to cut this car off. You know, we're gonna report that. Report bug. And every time it does something crazy or less good, how about that? I let Tesla know. Tesla will look at it and they'll fix it.
What if the car dies while you're driving? Stuff like that, like Mexicans.
Well, when you look at one of those, right? I've actually ran out of gas more times than this thing's ran out of energy. The car is so smart that when, like, I have 124 miles left on this thing, I've been driving all day. If I get too low to where I can't go home, it's gonna send me to a charger so that I can complete my journey, so to speak. And it takes about 20-25 minutes to go from like 60 miles to 270. So it's not terrible. I pop on Netflix or do something like that, and I'll just wait. I'll sit in the car and wait till it's done charging. Kind of like a phone or anything else.
How long does full charge take?
Like I said, from 60 miles, like, you know, if I was at 0, probably take 30 minutes to get back to 270.
No, I'm talking about the full charge. The full charge is 270.
Oh, I keep it at 80%, so it can go over, like, I want to say 315, but I keep it at like 80%, so it's like around 275 for me. I don't want to fully charge the battery. Tesla recommends keeping it at 80%. If I'm going to Austin or something, I'll put it at 100 and get those extra miles so I don't have to stop at the supercharger. But for day to day, or even just doing Uber, maybe I should put it at 100% while I'm Ubering. I don't know. Something to think about. But yeah, we don't even have a gas car anymore. My wife, she drives the Model X. I'm here in the 3.
Your wife has Tesla too?
Oh yeah. She don't miss going to the gas station. I haven't been to a gas station in 5 years. We just plug in at home.
You still might go to the gas station though.
Well, I go to Buc-ee's, you know. Everybody loves Buc-ee's. But there's no reason to pump gas anymore. We got the level 2 charger in the garage, so plug in at night, wake up, it's at 270, 275, ready for the day again.
Y'all share a charger? How does that work?
She uses the level 2, and when she'll get off work at about 8. So when I'm done with Uber, I'll go in and plug in and get my, like, it'll take 4 hours or so to get back to full, and then we'll just swap. Having 2 of those things in there would have cost, like, the electrician was like, we could do it, but it was gonna cost this, that, to put them on both sides of the garage, because the electrical panel, the longer he has to wire that, the more it's gonna cost. So to put 2 in there would have been a little extra. It would have been a lot extra, actually.
You like Uber? It seems a lot. Like driving all day. I really don't even like driving.
Exactly.
But you're not driving. I just thought about it.
I'm not worried about none of this. Like, if something goes wrong, I'll take over. But for the most part, all day I just sit here and talk to customers about Tesla, about how I've experienced it, and let them decide for themselves if this thing is driving properly.
When did you get a Tesla?
My first one was in 2020. It couldn't drive itself back then. And it, like, they're still fun to drive, right? Like, I could 0 to 60 in like 4.5 seconds roughly. It handles better than anything I've ever owned. It's fun to drive. I just would rather not do it. If I want to drive, I'll go to a track or something. But 2020, I got it. I had a hybrid, a Sonata. So it was getting like 600 miles to the gallon, and I was thinking maybe I could not have to go to the gas station at all. Saw a Super Bowl commercial with GM and Ford, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I hadn't really heard of Tesla in 2020, and I Googled who does EVs the best, and Tesla popped up #1. When I went to the bar, there was a guy. He was, sitting there drinking, and I was like, "Is that your Tesla outside?" He's like, "It's my wife's," and he told me that his wife would only drive a Tesla because they got into an accident, and she thought that Tesla saved her life from, going 60 miles an hour, somebody hit her. She said if she wasn't in a Tesla, she'd have died, is what she thinks. That testimonial led me to the Galleria, and I just went in there and talked to a guy, And he wasn't pushy. He wasn't asking me no, sales questions. He's like, you can order this thing online, right? He's like, but I can help you do it. And I went in there, selected the color, the seat configuration, the tires, and at the end it was like, would you like to order this car? Please put down $100. And I was like, well, let's do it. And 3 weeks later, I had my first Tesla.
We was at the dealership. You just had to go get it.
They sent it to like one of the service centers in North Houston there on Hempstead. And I had to go pick it up in 3 weeks. So it was an interesting experience, to say the least. Nobody trying to get you to buy some extra package. Everything was straightforward. This is how much this costs. This is this. Take this to the bank, get your loan. Everything was so simple. And then when my car got there, I was just like, man, it felt good.
One thing about it, ain't got no cup holders.
There's no cup holder. I don't think there is a cup holder in the back. No, I don't think so. They do have them in the new ones. Like, it's kind of that center seat back there. It folds down, and there's like 2 cup holders there. But it's also connected to the trunk. So hopefully there's nothing in the trunk when they set that seat down. I want to say, is there no cup holders in the little side things down there by your legs? Is there no place to put it right there?
I don't need it anymore. I was just acting like, that's weird. Every amenity they got me for cup holder.
Cup holders in the back, huh? They might. I'm never back there. Something tells me they probably do. And I'm up.
They got games on the back TV.
Yeah, you can watch Netflix, play video games, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have to check to see if there's cup holders back there.
Hey, good cars. Kind of expensive though.
Like I said, this one was $37,000. It's not as expensive as, say, you get a brand new Audi or something, right? Most new cars, the average is like 47, 48,000. And this one drives itself. Like, that's my prerequisite. Can it do this without me having to worry about changing lanes, or, if there's a heavy brake, I ain't gotta worry about nothing really.
So when you got this car, you was comfortable off the rip? Like driving in it?
It was a little bit of anxiety,
No, I'm talking about like not driving in it, but when it first started driving the show.
Oh no, it sucked. My wife was mad every time I would use it because it would make mistakes a lot. But then it kept getting smarter. With every update they sent us, the car got smarter and smarter and smarter.
Y'all still have one of the same cars?
I had a Model 3 from 2020, so I ended up trading that back in, and she got a Model Y, and she traded that in. She now has the Model X, and I bought this in December because we were trying to use one car for a while, and then somebody ran into her, and we had to have a Nissan for 2 weeks, and that messed us up, right? We got used to not driving. We got used to not going to the gas station, and I was like, we gotta have 2 cars, right? And with that extra car, I was like, man, maybe I can start doing Uber, because I might drive 5,000 miles in a year if I don't do Uber. So here I am putting videos on YouTube as people experience Tesla full self-driving, and it's fun. It's not terrible. I got a lot of shares of Tesla, and being able to see this actually work gives me a lot of confidence that owning some of this company isn't going to bite me in the butt. So
you owning some of this company?
Yeah, so you ever play on apps like Robinhood or E-Trade or anything like that? How old are you?
I'm 18. I know that they stock apps and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, they allow you to purchase shares of the company, basically stocks, right? So I'm trying to get to 1,000 shares of Tesla, and then I'll reassess whether I want more or not. But when I bought my first share in 2020, and now that you're 18, you could have a brokerage account with any of those companies as well. And that's my main advice to my nieces and nephews is companies that you feel confident in. Like I got a nephew that works for AT&T. I was like, you need to start thinking about owning shares of that company, because since you work there, they're more than likely going to give you a discount. So if you have faith in your company, don't just have them pay you hourly or salary. Own some of that company by buying the stock. And as the stock does well, so will you. And so, it's a lesson. Like I wish somebody, when I turned 18, had told me about the stock market. I might have owned parts of Apple, Amazon. You know what I mean? Like those stocks back then, they weren't nearly what they were today. And had I just had somebody mention the stock market to me, I might have lucked into owning 5 shares of Apple in 2022 or 2002 or something like that.
Rich right now.
Right. And so that's why I do these videos, right? I believe so heavily in Tesla that when I bought that car, I was like, I want to own some of this company. I need shares of this company. And so as the company does well, not only like the stock I have now could pay for all my cars that I've ever bought. So
well, your stock you have now.
It's
like if you sell it now, it's probably worth a few. Check, you got 10 shares.
No, I got somewhere around closer to 600.
Oh yeah, because you said you're trying to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
If you get to 1,000, you might be close to somewhere. A little close to it or a little over $1 million.
That's the goal, is to watch it grow over time. I don't plan to sell it.
And then it goes back up, it's gonna be even more.
Yeah. So every time it drops, I continue to buy. And I don't plan to sell any of the shares.
I continue to buy too. Like when I be seeing videos, and because I got a stock account, but I don't really go that much. I do small stuff like Apple and small companies like Walmart.
No, that's a great place to be, right? You're miles ahead of even my nephews. They're 25, 27, right? They still, they don't even dabble.
But I invest every time I get paid.
Boom. That's what I try to tell them. That's smart. That's super smart.
That way, once if the stock drops or it goes up or the wrong event happens, or like people don't realize events drop the stock market. Like when that stuff happened to Charlie Kirk, the stock market went crazy. Like events control the stock market, so it's like you just gotta wait for the proper time before you take action. People like my partner, he has some stocks. He bought them when they were high, but they got low, and he sold them.
That's the worst thing you could do.
And I told him, bro, scared money don't make no money. Now you just lost all.
That's a loss.
Most of your money strictly because you just didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, when it went back up, it was gonna be higher than it was the first time, and then you could have sold if you wanted to. Or
wait till it goes back up. Just wait till it goes back up and make a decision. That's it.
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
If you shouldn't be investing if you don't have no money, to where if you have to depend on that, look at that every day like, dang, am I gonna be able to pull it today? No, you shouldn't be investing if you don't have no real money. Like, not no real money, but at least some money that you can survive off of without depending on that or touching that.
My rule is, if I need it in 3 months, it can't go in my brokerage account. If I need it in 3 months, I can't invest it, because whatever goes in there, I don't plan to touch for 10 years, period. So, but that's smart. That's super smart. Yeah. let you rest.
Shit, what?
I said I'll leave you alone. I'll let you rest. You want to listen to anything in particular? You good?
You straight. I got my headphones.
That's what's up. That's what's up.